In this video, I'm going to talk about the Grand Cross in your natal chart. It's an aspect configuration which is very difficult, but also has a lot of motivation. This will be a very detailed video where I will go over the positive and negative characteristics, as well as cover having Grand Cross in different modes, fixed, mutable, and cardinal, what it may mean for you. First of all, Grand Cross is when we have 4 or more planets that are 90 degrees apart from one another, squaring each other. It also needs to have oppositions, at least 2 oppositions. So as you can see, we have the first planet squaring the second planet squaring the third planet squaring the fourth, and fourth planet squaring the first one, right? And you will see that these squares will form oppositions, which is 180 degrees, which is a distance between 2 planets. Squares are considered a challenging aspect. It's something that we internalize. So the energies of the planets, which is 90 degrees apart, forms a square, are in conflict. It results in inner conflict within us. Okay, it's hard to blend the energies of 2 planets. I mean 4 planets in this case, because just having one square between 2 planets means one thing is easier, but you having 4 planets squaring one another. Positive characteristics of Grand Cross include inner strength and power, determination, the will to find your purpose, productivity, concentration, and channeling your energy onto your work, and diversifying your energies in different areas of life, the areas of life where your planets are positioned, the houses, right? That's where this Grand Cross is primarily being played out. This also gives you an ability, this Grand Cross gives you an ability to connect all the dots from different areas of life and make a meaning, out of it, make sense of what's been happening in your life. Very philosophic placement, if you ask me. Pretty much integrating different dimensions and intelligence that you've acquired throughout life through different situations and gaining wisdom from it. That's a positive thing. You can also translate your ideas into concrete form, and like for instance, insights come in and you know how to channel your energy to bring your ideas into fruition, right? And how to apply them practically. Now, on the negative note, this is a negative characteristic, which I actually see people deal with. Clients that I have, and one client has a huge Grand Cross, sometimes results in stagnation and inertia. Scattering your energies across these 4 houses and not knowing how to concentrate. See, the positive characteristics means that you can concentrate, but sometimes when things are happening in your life, you may get scattered, okay? This Grand Cross will manifest in a negative way, you know what I mean? This also results in self-defeating behavior, scattering of energy, intense and tremendous conflict within oneself, inner tension, stagnation. It may feel like you are locked in the room of 4 doors and not being able to have a center, you know what I mean? Not being able to see clearly. You may be going to this planet, to this house, overdoing it, then to that house and this planet, overdoing it. People may be throwing stuff at you, emotional, logical, their thinking, their desires and thoughts, which may actually scatter you even further and manifest as self-defeating behaviors and tremendous inner tension. These people often feel stuck because of other people's demands that are placed on them. And they need to, in these situations, they need to really center themselves, meditate, come into the center and not be stuck in those 4 areas of their lives, because they may not find the way out. And people box them in and they just constantly going between the 1 house, the 2nd house, 3rd house of this Grand Cross. This will result in mental unclarity. Standing in the middle will allow you to see things more clearly and know how to apply your energies in a more effective way. Standing in the middle and not overdoing any of those areas indicated by the Grand Cross will give you more wisdom and help you tap into a creative state of consciousness, and have more clarity. Because clarity with this placement is immense. You need to develop that. The difficulties that are related to the Grand Cross are indicated by the mode they're in, the planets are in. So we know we have 3 different modes or qualities of zodiac signs or houses, which is mutable, fixed, and cardinal. And having Grand Cross in a particular modality would mean different things, from having, let's say, cardinal and fixed will be really different things. So mode in which you have Grand Cross will represent the talents, skills that you have, natural abilities, as well as difficulties and problems that are arising to express those qualities and creative abilities. If you have a cardinal Grand Cross, this would imply that you have problems with feelings of importance. You may be an overdoer, doing way too much, but not have clear picture and intention, motivation, as to why you're doing what you're doing. You may be expending your energies, not taking time to think through before taking action and just jumping into action for the sake of changing something. But not having a clear understanding in what you want may result in scattered energy and expending energy unnecessarily. You may be like applying your energies in different directions and as a result gaining, confusion, scattering your energy as a result. So for cardinal mode, Grand Cross, I suggest you guys to just do one thing at a time. You will be way more productive, trust me. Focus your energy before taking action, okay? Because your energy may be scattered and when you take action, it may seem awkward or don't yield you the results that you want. Fixed Grand Cross may also be very inert and stagnate a lot, but may have such a strong focus of their energy, and when they actually take action, they may bring great results and changes into their lives. They slowly but surely build this inner tension before striking out, before taking action. But this also results in inertia. Sometimes they may get stuck in their own ideas and thinking. They're strong-willed and extremely productive people with a fixed Grand Cross and also wanting power. So essentially, when they take action, they are releasing their pent-up energies that they, built from that inner tension, if that makes any sense. So not holding on too much on that inner tension is very important for fixed Grand Cross. Now, last but not least, mutable Grand Cross people. These people can actually be very flexible, but at the same time, their environment determines their direction in life. I mean, all mutable signs are, but having Grand Cross there, it's like you sometimes don't know what's yours and what's not yours. Like you may be changing your direction in life and how you use your energies based on what environment dictates. If you're like molding yourself into different personalities depending on what other people want, and that's not good. For mutable Grand Cross, it is very important to identify your needs, desires, wants, and use your energy constructively, applying it to acquiring those things that you want and not other people want. Because with mutable Grand Cross, they constantly change themselves based on what people want from them. You know what I mean? And they forget about what they want from life. So using your Grand Cross towards yourself, towards your desires and goals, instead of molding yourself into different people, you can be very flexible, which is great, but this also results in you not knowing who you are and what you want because you're so mutable, you're so flexible. Adjust your behavior, but only for the reasons that benefit you and not other people, okay? Let me know what mode you have your Grand Cross in. I would love to hear that, if this made sense at all. Follow for more.